Alright, hey guys, I'm Alex, this is Operation Game Table, and we're going to talk about my most anticipated games coming up. I've got a list of top 10. I'm going to go from 10 down to 1. I'm going to throw in some honorable mentions, and these are all games that I've personally backed. My 10 most anticipated games that I've crowdfunded on either GameFound or Kickstarter, and we'll just kick it off with the first one. So this is Feudum. Feudum is the 7th Anniversary Collector's Edition game on GameFound, and it had $400,000 raised, almost 3,000 backers, and it's actually still going. So as of right now, there's 2 days, 22 hours left in this campaign, so you can back this project right now if you want to. 7th Anniversary Edition, so the game's been out for 7 years. The original game came out and had pretty good followers. So here's the Board Game Geek of the original game. So rank overall, 723. It's in the top 1,000. Anything in the top 1,000 is going to be a good game. It's going to be a solid game. It has a very high weight to it, 4.59 for the complexity rating, so not a beginner-friendly game at all. It's a 2 to 5 player game, best of 4 players. Feudum is Latin for fiefdom. What is Feudum? Feudum is Latin for fiefdom. It's an economic medieval game of hand and resource management for 2 to 5 players. Many strategies at their disposal. So it's over 5 epochs, 5 times that you're playing, and each player takes control of several medieval characters that roam the countryside, tending farms, taxing towns, taking outposts in an effort to rise in power. Once you're a guild member, you'll play part in a progressive economic cycle. You'll ship goods to the merchant who equips the alchemist, who invents black powder, which arms the knight, and so on. Just sounded like a fun game to me, so I went ahead and backed it. I forget which edition I backed, probably the Septennial edition. There's a few upgrades you can get for it, different options you can go for, and that is my number 10. So we'll go to my number 9. My number 9 is Undergrove. Here's Undergrove. Undergrove was funded on Kickstarter on December 9th, 2023, and it's by AEG Games. It had 10,000 backers, raised $630,000, and it is expected to be delivered November of 2024. Back to Feudum. Feudum's expected to be delivered December of 2024. Undergrove, the late pledge is now open. You can get the special, the Mycologist edition here, which comes with a bunch of extra things. It just looks like a good game. It's designed by Elizabeth Hargrove, who's the same person who designed Wingspan. I liked Wingspan. I thought Wingspan was a great game. I'm interested in this Mycologist game. It's pretty cool. It's you're growing both trees and mushrooms, and they're interconnected just as they are in real life. It's a game that you can learn a little bit about nature with at the same time as you're having fun playing a pretty strategic looking game. So I'm excited about that one. That's my number 9. My number 8 is Dei Divide et Impera, the expansion and reprint. Where is this? By Ludus Magnus Studio. This looks like almost like a computer game to me, something that you would play like a MOBA, but it looked good to me. 7.8 on BGG, so it says it's 2022, so this is the expansion and reprint. So they already made this game, and it was popular enough that they're reprinting it. I remember watching a couple of videos about it, and it looked like a good game, so I went ahead and backed it, and this is the expansion and reprint of the game. It's got lots of cool miniatures, strategy game, shooting. Each player will control one of 4 bands of survivors, and they will be competing with each other for the wealthiest loot to trade with the pure cast. They will have to explore London on 2 levels between the streets and on the roofs of the old buildings to look for precious resources of past era coveted by pure ones, technologies, and energy cells. Each faction will start with 8 cards, a hero, and a few explorers, but during the game it will be possible to acquire new action cards. Next, we're going to Kelp. Kelp is my number 7 pick. Kelp Shark vs. Octopus. It's on Kickstarter. It's by Wonderbow Games. I backed this on 12/5, or it was fully funded on 12/5 of 2023. 20,000 backers and 1.5 million euros. So that's a lot of money that this game raised. It looks super cool. It looks fun. Looks cute. 40 to 60 minutes. 2-player asymmetric game. So one person's playing the octopus, the other person is playing the shark. The shark's hunting the octopus, and it's a dice bag builder, mitigate your luck, tactical gameplay. That's for the shark. For the octopus, is a deck builder, manipulate the board, strategic gameplay. Just looked like a cool game. It's got these tiles on it. It's got a cool looking shark. The artwork looks good to me. I liked what I saw. I went ahead and backed this one. I forget if I got the deluxe edition or not. Knowing me, maybe I did. I'm a sucker sometimes for deluxeified things. Look at that. Look at that game piece right there. That's pretty cool. What is that? The deluxe edition comes with a cool mini for the octopus too. So standard edition 45, deluxe 60, deluxe bundle 68. Can you still back this? There's a pre-order reminder, so you can click to get this on pre-order if you are interested. The next one I've got is Guards of Atlantis. This is my number 6. Guards of Atlantis 2. This was on GameFound. It's a tabletop MOBA game where you have a bunch of hero characters that are all battling. You're trying to battle. It's a team battling. Let's see. Look at all this stuff you get. This is one of those games that's just got lots and lots and lots of stuff. And it looked like fun. I thought I'd give it a try. I backed it. I'm excited about it. That's my number 6. The Board Game Geek gave it an 8.5 rating. It's moderately complex at 3.29. 4 to 10 players. They say it's best at 4 or 6, and it's a team game. Remember, so you'll be having a team of heroes going against another team of heroes, and then there's also automatic AI players. If you've ever played Rum and Bones Second Tide, I like that game. It's kind of like that, I'd imagine, where you have heroes and you have just kind of continuous troops going with you that will help you fight your battle, and you trying to take over the enemy base. Next one I've got up here is Teotihuacan, City of Gods. That's my number 5. It's on Kickstarter. It was fully funded on 5/12/2023. Oh, sorry, Guards of Atlantis is supposed to be coming out 10/24. So was Kelp Shark vs. Octopus coming out 10/24. A lot of good things coming out 10/24. The DEI, Divide Up Impera, that's coming out 7/24. So Teotihuacan, this is coming out 10/24 as well. Funded on Kickstarter 5/12/2023 by Board and Dice. 5.7 thousand backers, raised $750,000. We'll just look at this. Look at all these awards it has. Golden Geek nominee, Golden Geek Best Strategy Board Game nominee. All the stuff that's inside it. There's YouTube videos on it. This is a game that's already come out in the past. It's just coming out with a new edition now, new deluxeified edition. And I thought, what a better time to jump in on a game that I've already been interested in than when it's on Kickstarter. Next game on my list is Shogun Revised Edition. This is another game that I've been interested in a long time, and it's coming out, the Revised Edition, backed on Kickstarter on April 3rd, 2024 by Queen Games. It only had 800 backers. It raised $100,000 though. 843 backers, April 3rd, so just 2 months ago. But it's just a deluxeified version of the game, and it looked good to me. Look at all the stuff you get. All right, and then my number 3, top 3, this is exciting. Number 3 game I'm excited about is Nemesis. Nemesis raised $16 million, 47,000 backers. This is Nemesis Retaliation, the original Nemesis game. Look at this, 8.3 on Board Game Geek, came out in 2018, and it's ranked 21 overall. So it's on the BGG top 100, top 50, number 21 out of all the games, and it's basically like the movie by another name that I guess you're not allowed to say. about extraterrestrial life forms. Playing Nemesis, you'll take on the heart of a sci-fi survival horror in all its terror. You're playing a soldier and you're fighting aliens. Extraterrestrials. So that looks like a really fun game. I'm excited about that. That brings us to our number 2. My number 2 most anticipated game that I've backed is Hannibal and Hamilcar, another game that I haven't played, and I figured if I'm going to play it, I might as well back the new version that's coming out. And this one comes with metal minis, so that's cool because I like minis. Here you go. BGG ranks it at 8.3 and got tons of awards, tons of honors. Best War Game winner 2008. The original game, Hannibal, came out I think in 1996. So this is a solid game. It's been out for a while. Hamilcar is the naval version of the game, so it's his father, and his father was more of a naval tactician, whereas Hannibal was more of a land tactician. There's a lot of history in these games. All the updates are really cool because they take you into a deep dive of the history. Here we go. The Barcas against the world, the story of the Punic Wars, Hannibal and Hamilcar. Just really cool little bits that they do on the history of these families. All right, so Hannibal here, Hannibal, Rome versus Carthage, 1996. Rank overall, still ranked 396 of all the games out there, and it came out almost 30 years ago. And then here's Hannibal and Hamilcar. This came out in 2018, 8.3. Rank overall, 892, still up there. And then they're coming out with this new edition of the game, which I'm super excited about. All right, now we're getting to my number 1 game. So before the number 1, I've got some honorable mentions. So we've got River Valley Glassworks. River Valley Glassworks is my first honorable mention. It's coming out in Target in the fall. That's why I bumped it up on my list as an honorable mention. I didn't even know that. I backed this game already. It had 7,000 backers, $500,000, and it's just a little cute game about going down the river and collecting river glass. It's a cozy yet clever drafting game for 1 to 5 players. Plan around the flowing river and place your glass strategically to win. Just looks like a fun, cute little game. And now they're going to be in Target. So, if Target thinks that it's a solid game, none of the other games on my list are in Target. Another honorable mention is Endeavor Deep Sea. This is another game I backed, $300,000, 4,000 backers. This looks like a cool little game of what you do going under the sea, little Euro type game here. It just looked cool. Let's see, Encounters Shattered Wastes. I watched videos when this was coming out. It did not get a whole lot of backers, so I'm interested to see if it's a fun game. Kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy 1, the 8-bit looking graphics on these. It's a little nostalgic for me. I went ahead and backed it. We'll see if it's a good game. Next one is this Galactic Cruise. This is the last honorable mention I've got. Galactic Cruise is fully funded, 8,000 backers, $800,000. I'm not sure when this one's coming out. When are the other ones coming out? Nemesis Retaliation is coming out April of 2025. On to my number 1. So before we get to my number 1, reminder, at 2,500 subscribers, I'm going to do another game giveaway. I'm going to be giving away more games. We'll do three games to 3 different random subscribers. And my number 1 most anticipated game of all time is Cyclades. Cyclades, or Cyclades, however you want to pronounce it, by Bruno Cathala and Ludovic Malblanc. Cyclades Legendary Edition. The original game I've never played. I wanted to play it, and I figured, you know what? They're coming out with this Legendary Edition. Had 1.8 million euros, almost 12,000 backers. Legendary Edition comes with some changes, a couple of changes to the rules to make the rules better, and it's a territory control game, my favorite kind of game. It's about the islands right off the coast of Greece, or that are part of Greece, and you're playing as ancient Greek gods, and you are going for area control. It's a cool game. I've watched a few videos on it. I'm very interested in it. Can't wait to play it. Can't wait to get this edition of the game. So that's it. That's my top 10 most anticipated games. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and follow for more content. Thanks a lot.